Hey, welcome back to the cave one more time. This is video number 2 of glass bedding, CZ 527 American. Bull barrel, 17 Hornet. That's what she shoots. First one, we put the pillars in it. That is done. It's all set up, cured out. Had a little bit of a problem with it. I'm going to put the camera over yonder. I'm going to tear it apart and show you, and then we're going to finish bedding it out when it's done. I'm going to let it set for 24 hours. Got to go to work tomorrow. Might set for 3, 4, 5 days, but hopefully next week, time off, I can get down and do some shooting with it. Come on along. All right, we got her out of the stock, or this action out of the stock. I'm going to start where I should have showed you something yesterday I forgot about. Forgot about it myself. After about 6, 7 hours, the thing had set up. I mixed up a very small batch, and I just touched it in there. Drop that back in. You know, if you're going to have the top side glass bedded and perfect fitting, you might as well have the bottom side fit perfect too. No movement whatsoever. Just that little touch. It doesn't take you any time. It doesn't take any real energy, but it's just something to do. Okay, the problem I was referring to, when I dropped the barrel in there to see if everything fit, the rear hole's perfect. I could not get the front bolt in. Took me about 10 minutes with the round file, and I had to file a 1/16, 3/32 of an inch forward. You can see that's a little bit out of round. I just tell you that if you're going to do this, be prepared. You might have something. It's not a big deal. You can always work your way around it. You notice the recoil lug. It is bedded. Keeps it from going left and right, and then against the recoil against the backside. We're going to clean that all out of there with the Dremel. Usually, a rifle, bedding it, I would go from side to side, completely fill that barrel channel. Completely fill it up, all around here. I didn't show you this very much, and I don't know if you could see it yesterday. This is a store-bought factory stick of wood. It's pretty damn smoking hot for something just walking in and buying. It looks definitely got a fantastic appeal. That's the kind of guns I like. Okay, when you bed that, there is a little bit of gap on each side. They're pretty liberal, pretty generous with their inletting. If I was to fill that side to side, you're going to have that white all along here. Looks like hell. They send dye with it, blacks and brown. You dye it brown, it's still not going to match the color of your rifle, and I think it's really going to distract from the overall look of it. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to bed with material, maybe somewhere up to about that height right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Still going to have plenty of support. About the first inch of barrel, very little around the front bolt. The recoil lug will be complete. We're going to put a piece of tape on the front of the recoil lug just so you can get it out of there easier when the time comes. The back side and the sides are what's important. A little bit around the back side here. There's a pretty good gap. And that action is setting in there. There's a pretty good gap around there. One more time, I don't want that goo coming up and being visible. So we're just going to lay it in there be very careful with it. Going to drop it right in there. The front, you've seen me do before, wrap tape around the barrel. That could possibly hold the barrel up if I don't have it perfect or don't balance in here. I want it setting on these brass pillars. I'm going to take, I showed you once before, modeling clay. I'm just going to put a ball of it right there. When I push it in, that barrel's just going to, and then it'll support itself. It'll all just sit there. Gravity will take care of the rest. Okay, I'm going to take a Dremel. When I come back, I'm going to have this all cleaned out. We're going to start mixing mud. I'm going to put it together for you. Okay, we got her taped. We got it taken out with the Dremel. Really roughed it up. That's going to really improve our adhesion. I took out just a little bit around the back here, not up high, just all down low where the bedding material is going to be. I'm going to mix up some mud. We'll start putting her together. Okay, as I've told you before, Hornet a one-shot. That's what I use for a release agent. Works exceptionally well. Whatever you choose to use, that's fine and dandy. But whatever you do, do not forget. You will not get this barreled action back out of that stock. Okay, we got that all mixed up good. It's been set in about 10 minutes or so. Final rundown here. Wood putty, modeling clay. This stuff, I probably had that stuff for 10 years. It's still soft. It never, you think it'll dry out, you keep wrapped up in a piece of saran wrap plastic. Plug your holes. You do not want epoxy getting in them. It gets in there, it's going to be a bear cat. If you can get a bolt started, you can screw it in, push it out. It's best just not to let it in there in the first place. Okay, we give it the Hornet a one-shot. We're going to give it another one here. Best too much than not enough. We took the Dremel, really scored it up, roughed it up. We're going to have great adhesion. Okay. We got a piece of modeling clay in the front. That's going to support the barrel. We're just going to push it down in there, down and back, and then we're going to tighten it down with the rubber, with the surgical tubing. That sets up. That's going to be a pocket back there. There's absolutely going to be zero movement. And once again, I made about 3 times as much as I need. All right. I forgot to put the tape on the front of the recoil lug. So I take a minute break there. That is done. Okay, like I said, we got our modeling clay in the holes. 2, 3 shots of Hornet one shot. Got it in the back. Got everything here. We're going to drop her in. Modeling clay up front. Got to give room for the trigger. Well, we're going to wrap it up, the rubber band, let her set for a few hours, a couple days probably. That's all there is to it right there. Well, here we go. Heck with waiting a couple, 3-4 days. It's a couple hours before I got to go to work. Let's pop this baby out and see what she looks like, huh? Sometimes they're kind of snug. Sometimes it don't hurt to have a wooden dowel, give you a bit of leverage. Yeah. Hornet A1 shot. There you be. Pulled the putty right out of the hole, which I just kept the hole in the bottom a little bit clean. I got pretty good stability on the front inch of the barrel. Little piece broke out there. Recoil lug solid. You can see the tape still in there. That tape will give you a little bit of leeway this way, tearing it apart, putting it together in the future. The back end. You see that whole pocket fully supported. Absolutely no place for anything to go. Okay, give you one more shot here. This is, I got it cleaned up as good as I'm going to worry about it today. We're going to do some shooting. On the front pillar and the back pillar, you can see the shiny spots. That's where I have contact. Doing this with a file the way I did it is not a milling machine. It is not 100% perfectly square down to the gnat's ass. What is not touching brass to brass has been filled in with putty, with epoxy. There is 100% contact. The back pillar, same story. The front end, the 1 inch of the barrel that I have supported, the right side came up quite a bit higher than the left side. Right here was my point, the lowest point. You do not want it high. Do not want it high on one side, low on the other. You want it exactly the same, left side, right side. So right here, I just went straight across, took my Dremel, clean that off. So now I got exactly the same contact from right side, left side, all the way forward. This was part cosmetic. I don't want to be able to see that. I just took it off there. Did the exact same on the other side. Pocket for the lug looks good. I got the tape out of there. It should go in and out relatively easy. In the future, normally I like to have a lot more in front, but cosmetically, that's why I did it this way. The beauty about glass bedding, if you don't like what happened, take a Dremel, grind that out of there, redo it. Not an issue. Very simple to do. Looks good though. We're going to do some shooting that way. Thought you might want to see what it looks like when you get a little cleaned up. It don't look like much, but you drop the barrel and the action in there, you can't see any of that. Got cleaned up rather well. Like I say, that pocket 100% totally, completely eliminates any kind of movement. I try to keep that in the camera there. I think it's going to work great. That's how you pillar bed a CZ. Thanks a lot, folks.